Hello boys and girls. Today we're going to be painting Blue Dog, and we know we learned about him in Why is Blue Dog Blue by George Rodriguez. And the first thing we want to make sure that we do is that we put our name and our class on our paper. So if you're 1A, put 1A, 1B, or 1C on your paper. And then you're going to flip that over, and we're going to be needing blue and white paint today because we're going to paint a blue dog. You need your paintbrush, you need a water dish. Now, tempera paint does not need water except if you want to switch colors, okay? So we'll probably use that just to switch colors. We're going to start out with the white, and we're going to paint his snout. And I want you to think about right here in the middle of your paper, pretend like you're painting a white vase, okay? So we're going to have the top part of the vase, and then there's kind of a round part at the bottom, comes down like this. So you kind of want to, it should look like you've got a little white vase there if you're done, okay? And then we're going to put in 2 white eyes. So we're going to do a circle on this side and a circle on this side, kind of twirling my brush to get that round, okay? Then that's all the white we're going to use on Blue Dog, okay? The next thing we're going to do is we're going to rinse our brush and switch to our dark blue. So take your water dish, rinse, 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 so you get most of that white out, okay? And then you'll want to, when you take it out of the water, you want to brush it against the side to get most of the water, like that. And then if you have a paper towel, you can blot it on the paper towel too. Mrs. Walker's got one of those. So we can blot it on the paper towel so that we get the water out of it, because we don't need any water in our tempera paint, okay? Then we're going to go in our dark blue, and we're going to start by outlining our vase. So we're going to go down and around and back up like that, down, around, and up, and then a wavy line, kind of a wavy line across the top. Then we're going to go around his eyes like that, and around this one, okay? And then we're going to go right underneath this eye. We're going to start right here, and we're going to make a big circle like this, just like that. I kind of ran out of paint, so I'm going to go back in to my paint, make sure I get a nice solid circle like that, okay? Then we're going to paint in his big ears, and his ears, they almost go all the way up to the tips of the paper, so way up to the tips. Start right here and go all the way up to the top, okay? And then we don't want to forget Blue Dog's nose. He's got a blue nose, so I'm going to put his nose in. He's got a dot in each eye, so I'm going to put that in. There we go. And now I'm going to do his paws, okay? And so I'm going to start right here beside his, and we're going to do his front paws first. We're going to start right here, go down and around. I'm going to put in 1 paw there. And you could go all the way back up to his face, but I'm going to stop right there. Then we're going to start on this side, and we're going to go down.
Hi, Mrs. Walker.
Okay, had a little interruption there, so I paused the video. But we're back, and we're just going to finish painting the other foot. And then the back of his body, we're going to kind of make a diagonal line here. And his back paw, instead of making just a circle, we're going to make more of an oval going out like this. Oops, good thing I had a messy mat there, right? And then we're going to do the same thing here, kind of more of a diagonal line, because he's bigger in the back. And his back foot is kind of going out to the side. Okay, and then we gotta have a belly, so we're gonna do a line right across here so that shows where his tummy would be. Okay, now we're ready to start mixing some of our colors. We don't even have to rinse this out because we're gonna pull a little bit of our blue, our white, into the center with our blue. We want to leave just a little bit of white in case we need it for something else, but we're gonna mix this up to a lighter blue, and we're gonna use that light blue to paint inside all these spaces that are orange in here. Inside his tummy, we want it to be light blue. Then we want to take our light blue. I might have to mix up a little bit more here. We want to put some of it down this side into this leg. Okay, and into his belly. And then we're going to put some back here. Okay, and that back foot. Like that. And then a little bit on this side. Right inside that orange space. And then the last part, I got to be a little bit careful there. I'm going to go around his eyes here, above. So his whole face and head. I'm going to paint that lighter blue. Okay, and if you can get in here between, you might want a little bit of light blue below his eye. Whoops. It's alright, we're going to go back in and fix that with some dark blue, because one of the things I noticed about Blue Dog in his ears is that he has some lines around his eyes that almost look like it almost looks like he has an eyebrow above and an eyebrow below. So I'm going to go and take my dark blue. That means I need to rinse my brush because I'm going to switch colors, and then blot it against the side of the container. Oops, I might still have a little bit of paint in there. I'm going to rinse it a little bit better. Blot. Use my paper towel. And then I'm going to go back in the dark blue, and I'm going to put an eyebrow here, an eyebrow here. And then the thing about Blue Dog is he kind of has a blue line underneath. Maybe he's tired, I don't know. Almost like an eyebrow that goes underneath. And there's like these two lines I noticed. One here and here. And like one there and one there. So if you accidentally lost that blue circle, I'm going to put that back in on mine too. Okay, there we go. And if you wanted to make your, it feels like my nose isn't as blue as I want it to be, you can put a little more blue on there. There. And that is Blue Dog. Maybe he needs a little mouth here. Whoops, maybe I should have used some light blue there. There we go. All right, we're done.